It is crucial to integrate the technology systems in modern facilities into the building management system, BMS. The concept of integrated building technology starts from the design stage and not an afterthought. HVAC systems consume the highest energy in buildings, and modern facilities increasingly deploy a predictive maintenance approach by using smart sensors embedded in HVAC systems to track and optimize energy consumption in real time. Depending on their function, this includes temperature and humidity sensors, thermostats and humidistats, among others. So in this video, we'll add some mechanical control devices to the HVAC system. We'll also add some duct and pipe accessories to control air and water flows. So open the file you used in the previous video or mechanical controls in the chapter 3 exercise files folder. So at this point, launch Revit, navigate to the exercise files. From the chapter 3 folder, open this file, mechanical controls, which I have here open, then open the default 3D view. Next, go to the systems ribbon. From the mechanical panel, launch the mechanical control device dialog or button, and Revit prompts you to load some families since there is none currently in the project. So click here and navigate to the chapter exercise files folder, then load in the 7 Revit families in that folder. So I'll select all of them and load into the project. So we'll start by placing temperature and humidity sensors in the supply and return air system for each zone. So we'll pick that from the type selector. When it's done, we'll look for temperature and humidity sensor. Then we'll make sure that the mechanical control device, the category is visible in this view. So we launch visibility graphics by typing VG or VV. Then make sure mechanical control device is turned on. We'll disable masking for this view for now, and also hide the linked architectural model so that to focus on the faces of the ducts. So we'll just hide this for now. So I'll launch this again, make sure I have temperature and humidity sensors active. Then I need to place one for each of the supply and return air system for all the zones. That will give us 22 sensors when we're done. So that's 22 of them. So next we will place thermostats and humidistats in the spaces to trigger or turn off space conditioning as part of the facility's overall control system. So open the ground floor HVAC plan. Then launch the mechanical control device again. This time select thermostats and humidistats. Then from the placement panel, choose place on vertical face and set the elevation from level to 15. Now I need to place one in all the main spaces in the facility, both ground and first floor. So you might also want to flip all the sensors in the duct surfaces to face inside from the floor plan, because these are actually supposed to be embedded. And you might also want to increase the scale of this view to reduce the size of these symbols. So we'll flip all these embedded sensors to face inside the ducts. We'll quickly do the same for the ground floor. Next, we'll need to place valves for the chilled and hot water loops. So to do that, we'll open the default 3D view. Then we'll go to the systems ribbon again. From the plumbing and piping panel here, we'll click pipe accessories. You can also just type PA on your keyboard to launch the command. Now I also don't have any pipe accessory in the project currently, so we need to load one. So we'll go to the out of the box folder, pipes. So go to pipes, valves, isolating valves, Then we'll load this ball valve 50 to 150 millimeter. Now we need to duplicate the type and create two types for our 32 millimeter and 15 millimeter pipes. So we'll edit type and we'll duplicate this and create one for 32 millimeter. Then we'll set the nominal diameter to 32 millimeter. We'll duplicate again for 15 millimeter and set the nominal diameter to 15 millimeter. So if you have other pipe sizes that you also need, you want to duplicate this, and the reason is that it allows the valves to fit in properly into the pipes. So again, you want to ensure that pipe accessory is visible in this view. So you come here, make sure that pipe accessories is enabled. Now we need to place the pipe accessories in each of the pipes. So in this case, we just want to place it on the supply loops for the hot and chilled water. So there are also another 22 instances. So you can see how it fits in. And you also notice that it breaks into the pipes. And that's because of the part type of this particular family. You also need to place some for the plant equipment. So quickly place that. Now if you open this family and you check the family category and parameter, you notice that the part type is valve breaks into, and that is why it's able to automatically fit into the pipe and displace some pipes to fit in. So you can see what happens here. Now depending on the detail level of the views, they might also display as symbols or as the actual geometry. So for example, if I change this view to coarse, you will see that this actually changes to symbols and not the actual pipe accessory. So all these actually are informed by the settings in the family, the visibility settings. So now finally, let's assume that our water supply loops use inline pumps. There are some special designs like that where you use inline pumps. So in that case, you need to place inline pumps for each of the zone's water supply loops. So but pumps are part of mechanical equipment. So to place that, you need to go to the systems ribbon and launch mechanical equipment. Then we'll have to load in the inline pump family. So we navigate to the out of the box folder, mechanical, water side components, mechanical MEP. Then we'll go to this water side components, go to pumps, and we'll load inline pump vertical and bring that into the project. Then we need to set the suction and discharge radius. So we'll go to edit type. Because we are placing these on 15 millimeter pipes, we need to set the suction diameter to 15 and the discharge as well to 15 millimeter. And we'll close this. Then we'll also need to place that. So I'll just give one example of what that will look like. So if I come to this place, for example, I can place that. Then similar to the pipe accessory, also notice that this automatically breaks into, and that's also because the part type is breaks into. So you can do this for special scenarios. So like the pipe accessories, it fits into, and you agree with me that there are multiple forms of control devices that accompany HVAC systems, especially the water loop. So this video has demonstrated that in Revit, these control devices can come as mechanical control devices, like we did for the sensors and the thermostats. They can also come in form of pipe and duct accessories, like we place for these valves that we have here. And then they can also come in form of mechanical equipment, like this inline pump that we have here. So with the knowledge you've gained in this video, you can integrate different forms of control devices and accessories into your HVAC designs in Revit.